What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video on Tellor. Again, obviously we had to cover it. It's doing a lot right now. It's still very bullish over the course of tonight. Broke above $30 yesterday evening. And then there still was resistance right here around $31, but it was so close that it did not really matter that much. So that broke as well, and now we are in that level which we talked about yesterday afternoon, I think, around $34 and $35, which is the main resistance for now. After that, we'll need to start talking about $40, which is the next resistance, as you can see. 34, 35 is actually pretty well respected as well. And at some point of time, just to talk about this whole move of Tellor, it's a very manipulated move, all right? So at some point of time, Tellor is going to get some sort of a crash. If we take a look at Tellor right now, though, I must say that it's still very bullish. Like the volume actually stopped going up about in the last 30 minutes or so. But if you take a look at where the volume is coming from, a lot from BK, Buybox, Bitvavo, SuperX. Usually, if a lot of volume comes from there, there's a higher chance of manipulation. And then apart from that, before we dive into the rest of the video, you can see that the open interest and the volume are still bullish. The volume has started dropping down, like I said, in the last couple of hours. Still bullish, and the open interest especially still bullish, all right? But that also means that the more open interest there is, the more positions are open. So the bigger the crash, in theory. The bigger the crash or the bigger the breakout to $40. It could go both ways. It's just an indication of volatility. So before we dive into the rest of TRB, I do want to briefly mention that I have my own premium trading group as well, in which I share my own trades as signals, but you also gain access to a chat room full of traders, which is very valuable, and my own trading guides. So if you are interested in that, consider joining via the links down in the description or the pinned comment. But for now, let's get into Tellor. So like I said, I mean, right now, purely technically, even though it's manipulated, Tellor is still very bullish. Like, it has just broken above $31. And it's trying to break above 34 and 35. So I would say, naturally, the most likely scenario from here is that Tellor is able to break above 34, 35. That will get that bullish breakout, and that will then see a move up to this level right here between $39 and $42. And from there, we'll see again whether it's able to keep up the volume, keep up the open interest, if it's able to hold support levels. So this is the most likely scenario in my eyes. Now, like I said, we are beginning to see some cracks appear, as in that the volume is dropping down. That's not necessarily a problem, but it is. But it's something you'll have to know, right? So if from here we'll also start to see the open interest dropping down. Now that's going to be interesting, all right? Because if the volume and the open interest are dropping down, that's bearish indication, and then we start, and then we need to start looking at the price. Because if TRB right now drops down below $30 and $28, that's a massive bearish breakout. And we'll see TRB fall. I wouldn't necessarily say that it will be bearish then, but we will definitely see a fall down towards this level right here around $25. And most likely also towards this level at $22. So even though at this point of time, this is not the most likely scenario, it is something that could happen. But the main thing to watch, the main thing you'll need to keep track of for that, and I cannot do that because I cannot live stream the entire day, but the main things to look at is the volume and the open interest, which we might actually have some new numbers if we type it in again right now. And yes, we do, I believe. So the open interest actually has still continued going up. Oh, these are not new numbers, I'm sorry. But yeah, so the situation right now, still very bullish, but that could change very quickly. And like I said, TRB at some point of time is going to crash, and it's going to crash down hard. So be careful with trading TRB if you do want to trade it. But for now, those are my thoughts on it. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.